I like the game. It's
right. I like it too, but like I've said, I'd probably play one of the first 3 than CD.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, CD's story. It was okay.
CD had a pretty good story. I mean, I don't know. The thing I really just don't like about Sonic CD is the spin dashes, because I don't know about you, but in the 2D Sonic games, I spin dash a lot. Like I spin dash every time I land on a platform, basically.
No, well, I'm good for spin dashing myself. Since with CD, it gave a little bit more room to do things like the 3-dimensional going around the loop kind of deal. Or, like, wasn't the special stage in CD, wasn't that in a 3-dimensional?
It was. 3-dimensional kind of plane, I guess. I mean, of course it's not 3D, obviously. It's just kind of, sprites getting bigger as you moved along. But
with CD, well, your story could have been different determining on how you went for the game, because you could have gone for the past, future. You end up getting a good past, good future, bad future.
Yeah, and that's what Sonic CD is. Well, one of the things that it's remembered for is that it had, there were so many different levels. Like, they weren't very big, but there were so many different variations of them, because you could go to, like, the past of the level, and then you can go to the future, and they are all designed very uniquely, which, that's what really makes me like Sonic CD, is because there's, like, there's so much variation, and, there's so much thought put into each level, and each, time space of the level.
Right. Let's see. And CD brought us other than Knuckles, because Knuckles is somewhat of a rival to Sonic.
Yeah.
But Knuckles isn't. He wasn't really like evil. He was just tricked. So I mean, I guess I would do the same thing to Knuckles. I'm here. I'm going to protect the Master Emerald, but I don't want no one to steal this. I don't care what you look like or whatever. But CD gave us probably one of the more classical rivals, which would be Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic, which I actually thought was Shadow back in the day, because my mom convinced me that it was Shadow.
Oh,
so I was like,
silly.
She was like, that's Shadow. I was like, what? Shadow? Oh my god.
Metal Sonic, of course, was built to do, the copy Sonic, but be more robotical, pretty much.
Yeah, basically he's just a robot clone of Sonic, except he can fly, which Sonic cannot do.
And then I remember that one level in the game where you gotta get to the end. It was more of a race between you and Metal Sonic, and I do what I remember with Amy being there at the end. You know what I'm talking about?
What do you mean?
It was from it would be from today's. I can't think of the Stardust.
Stardust Speedway?
Yeah, Stardust Speedway. Do you remember doing that?
Doing the race?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. That was probably one of the best things I got from it.
Yeah, that's probably the most memorable part of it.
But other than that, the music was pretty good. But I don't think it compared to anything between Sonic 2 and 3.
They're both good in their own ways. I like Sonic 2 and 3 because it's a lot more of a Sonic feel, I guess. The music in Sonic CD, it doesn't feel like Sonic music, but it also fits, and it's also really good music, in my opinion.
Right. Well, other than that, you got anything else you want to talk about CD with?
I guess not really. I guess there's one thing that we kind of forgot to mention, but there is that that first time anime opening. Ever seeing Sonic in animation, that was a big thing for Sonic CD.
That was a big thing with the Sega CD, though. It seemed like every game they had was either, like an anime or like something from a movie or something like that.
Yeah, but it was really cool to see Sonic in that for the first time.
Let's just say that the Sonic or the Sega CD would have been a better choice than the Philips CDI.
Oh yes. Gross. Anyways,
remember, toast and lots of spaghetti
and bombs. Anyways,
but other than that, we'll save that for another day.
All right. So then for how many years? There was a few years where Sonic kind of took it easy, I guess.
Yeah, it was more like because we had like the Saturn that came out, but the Saturn gave us things like
Sonic R and
it was more.
It was basically spin-offs, I guess.
Because I think they were trying to take ideas from like Nintendo in a way, because we had at this time for the Super Nintendo, you had like the first Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart, and Sonic R is like that, but a little different.
Yeah, except it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Everyone's Super Sonic Racing, but other than that, the Saturn just gave us this and that. It wasn't into the Dreamcast, really. Of course, sadly, I didn't know what a Dreamcast was until 2004, because, I had a GameCube in 2001.
Oh, well, I was the same way.
But, I'm actually thinking about the next time I see one in a pawn shop, I might just pick a Dreamcast up and might actually get my... I own those games, but I might actually get the Venture series on the Dreamcast. Be a little unique.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Adventure 1 was basically a big step up, I guess. I guess you could say. It was
Sonic Adventure was the game that, really gave Sega the boost. It was new, it was fresh, it was, it was something yet again that was, better than Super Mario.
No.
No. I better not do that, or I might just get people to hate me. Super Mario 64 was good.
But yeah. But I mean, I can kind of see what you're saying though. Is that it was more of an experience. I guess you got a lot more from it, because I remember my first time playing Sonic Adventure. I was blown away, like seeing that opening cutscene. Like freaking seeing Sonic and CGI. Oh my god. That was unbelievable. And I was playing through the game and I got lost in Mystic Ruins, but I didn't care because it was freaking awesome. I got lost in a Sonic game.
That's how I was. But of course, I not owning a Dreamcast, I had to wait. This might have not have even happened, but I figured the GameCube was going to eventually do it. I had to wait for Sonic Adventure DX to come out onto the GameCube. And of course, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was already out on the GameCube, so I went back. But to be honest, I kind of enjoyed the story and all that from Sonic Adventure 1 than Sonic Adventure 2, and I'm like, today I'd still probably play Sonic Adventure over the second one.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I like the second one. I'm just comparing.
See, I think Sonic Adventure, it's more fitting of an adventure game because you actually adventure in it. You explore.
Right. The title gives it it's not like level.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Level.
Basically, it doesn't force you to progress really, because you can just explore.
Because you would, with Sonic Adventure, cutscene, boss, cutscene, fuck you, Tails, I'm gonna explore Station Square, then I'll go save you. And of course, do a stage. Then you can explore some more, find some secrets, some hints. Talk to the random people who don't know nothing.
Yeah, basically. And it had the story was amazing at the time. And, graphics, everything was just mind-blowing what they had done.
I know. And let's see here. The gameplay, it gave us... This time it was a little bit different. Because, back in the day, you could only play as, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. But with Sonic Adventure, now you got a choice to play not with just 3 characters, but what was it? 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
7 characters, right?
In which game?
Sonic Adventure.
Sonic Adventure?
Is it Sonic?
I think it was 6.
Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, Gamma, and then Super Sonic, but I guess it's still Sonic.
Yeah, so it's just 6 characters, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, overall I like Adventure more than Adventure 2 because Adventure 2, you might disagree with me on this, but I don't really think it's worthy for the Adventure title because you don't do a lot of adventuring.
Right. It's more of a... It's like,
it's like
the game
classics.
takes over for you. You just do a level, do a boss, do a few more levels, fight a boss. Yeah. But before we get into Adventure 2, playing with Adventure, it was a different variety, and it would show the story, everyone's different perspective of how that story went, and things like that. Of course, Sonic was still speed. Tails was, I guess, speed mixed in with flight. Really?
Yeah. I guess it was basically like Sonic's gameplay, although it was kind of nerfed a bit. I guess he was just a little bit slower, but it's
right.
okay because
that's why when you would go for a stage as Tails, it would give you, it would show the meter on the bottom, and it was a race.
Yeah,
against Sonic.
In a sense, he was faster though because he could fly. He could just fly to the end of the level.
Right, because they would give you those green booster things in the level, and you would like Windy Valley, for an example. You would go through Windy Valley faster because of those things than you could with Sonic, because those things would take you for the other half of the level in 2 seconds.
And the thing about Tails in Windy Valley is you don't even have to go through the entire level. You can just fly a little bit to the left and you'll gradually land down to the goal. So you can just skip the entire level.